hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. Cheers to my past, I'm doing great now, just in case they ask. In the booth and I lay it down, I might take a nap. And they thought I was playing around, I was up like my tax. Living fast, over limit on the freeway, hope no cops pass. Had to dip out for a minute, yeah that's my bad. But I can't stay for too long, I gotta go. I grab my bag and hit the dash, yeah adios. I drop the clutch and slam the gas, and it's vamonos. If you're not first and you're in last, Ricky Bobby quote, you gotta know. Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. Simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what
Whoa. It's very nice. Very nice. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Yeah. Shout out BCG, my man. Oh, Vince is my man, dude. Vince is my man. How the heck is everybody, man? Thanks, Jelly. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Let's see here. Where are we? I got Jelly. Excellent, man. Excellent. How's it sounding, guys? How are we sounding this morning? Can you hear me nice and loud and clear? Everything good with the audio? Just want to make sure because I adjusted my levels this morning, so I just want to make sure we're sounding good, boys. We're sounding good. Man, look at everyone in the house this morning. Holy cow, let's go up to the top of the list back here, right where I believe it was mentally checking in early, which is nice. It's afternoon in Kuwait. Yeah, buddy, nice. Happy afternoon. It's early in the morning for me, pretty much. What do we got? We got, oh man, oh shoot, I gotta turn Remix Social on. Charles Bunner, welcome to the stream. My man Jelly Duck in Kuwait. Free Joel 16, yo, what's up, man? Yo. Right on, man, right on. Joshua Contractor in the house. Very cool, man, very cool. Yeah, that was nice. I was watching Vince last night and Sammy Superstar. Yeah, boys, yeah, man. Good to see everyone. 9 a.m. Where you are, so you are. It's 9 a.m. for you. That means you're somewhere in the middle, like between the west and the east. You're probably central somewhere, right? I'm in just west. I'm not completely Pacific yet. I'm in Mountain Standard Time, and we're 8 a.m. here. Today I have helping friends move today, so that's why I'm going a little earlier. I can only wait for an hour because I have to go. I have to help guys move. We got limited time. Jelly Duck, member for 1.5 years, 1 year, 6 months. I love it. Oh, is the music still loud? Oh, weird. If I gotta. Here, let me just turn the music off for a minute. Yeah, thanks for that, Jelly Duck. I could actually hear it. That's so weird. I turned the music down, but I could still hear it really loud. So that's strange. That's something I have to fix. So I also have some lighting things to tweak and all. But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys being members. Let me see, is it this one? Yeah, right on. I appreciate all the members. And like I said, we're trying to get like 100 members, and it's going to take a while. I know that. But once we get enough members, we can start actually putting funding towards creating content. Like special content. I do have some stuff coming for the website, the new website. I'm going to have a members area for all the members. Okay, so the website, you'll be able to go in as a member, and I'll have a lot of free resources for you, like contracts, like specifications, drawing things for examples for training and learning. I'm going to be doing like courses and stuff and putting them on the website. And but yeah, a lot of cool stuff, all the safety paperwork, like a lot of stuff that forms that I've created over the years of being like a piece worker or small contractor, and working for big companies, even like doing multi-million-dollar bids and stuff like that. So I have an estimate template. I got all kinds of stuff for members. So and right now what we're doing is you guys email me if you need anything at Chris at constructioncronies.com, and I get you whatever you need. So I've been sending guys the documents, examples of drawings and stuff to help them study, and examples of contracts, and even like guys have been emailing me and asking me about how to help build certain things, and I'll draw them a diagram, take a picture, email it back to them type thing. I've done Zoom calls where we've actually gone and talked, guys building their shops and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, it's cool, man. I appreciate you, members, so I'm always here for you guys. I know, it's tough. It's really tough to grow that part. You got to be, so I really, really appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. And, yeah, so cheers to that, guys. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about the house. We just finished the first steel stud house, and it was interesting because I never done a steel stud house before, but I've been doing steel stud for a long time, and it was interesting, to say the least. The thing is the actual drawings, the original drawings, the drawings that we bid on, price on, were even like it was all wood, right? Wood details and all specified wood, right? So they converted it into steel stud panels. So there was a panel factory involved where they built like 10 by 10 or whatever panels, okay, and ship them to site, and then you assemble them on site. Well, there's when you're doing wood, okay, you're gonna get your bottom plate square and like shim it if you need to get it level, right? Well, I don't think they did that on this job. Like the guys who started this job, because we took it over for a crew who just couldn't do it, couldn't finish. They were on it. Is the background music still on? Oh, what? Sorry, guys. Hold on. So bizarre. I just turned down a little bit. Okay. So is it still loud? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm still trying to tweak some things. Of course, this is the brand new setup. The studio we built, it took us 3 years, to build the studio because we're busy, right? So this is the new setup, and you can see it's like, hey guys, what's going on, guys? It's a great space. There's a lot of room to do some cool stuff. I'm gonna set up a little virtual production studio in here, like how they do, how they shot The Mandalorian and all that, right? I'm gonna do that and use green screen, okay? And it's gonna be awesome, right? Just using Unreal Engine. I'm gonna be using Unreal Engine. And you guys know I was dabbling in Cinema 4D before, but I'm gonna do a little mini virtual production studio in here. I think that's gonna be really cool. So, isn't that great? Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, Jelly Duck. Yeah, guy. It's been like I was saying, man. It's just so many years in the making, and I'm just I couldn't have been happier with the results of the how it all went. It's looking pretty darn good, and so I appreciate all you guys hanging out and sticking out over the past few years while I built the channel up. I'm gonna be getting into this programming schedule. Today's live stream, other than the audio issues, it was went really well. The last stream I was a little late because I was having technical issues, but today I just plugged everything in. Last night I set it up, and I pulled focus, everything, and got my lighting, everything set up. So it was just, but it was easy. Like, and then this morning I just had to power everything on, and basically there we go. I would sit at the table. I was ready to go. So that's the kind of the idea behind this, is to get it. Talking about the steel set house, I'm gonna pull up my last video so I can talk about some of the things in it. But yeah, let's take a look at this video that I published. I have a new video coming out soon. I'm hoping to get it done today, but I'm not hopeful. I got to do a voiceover. I got to shoot a couple of B-roll things. But yeah, so let's go to my channel and access your benefits in minute. Oh yeah. And oh wait, what was that? That was neat. Oh, cool. Oh, that is really neat. There's a new header on the channel page. Here, let me show you guys. There's on the YouTube channel page here under Construction Kronies, there's a new thing here, our members. So thank you, channel members, right? So there's all our members. Man, that is great. That is great. Excellent. Okay, so this is the house I wanted to talk about. This bad boy right here. And so right off the bat, the concrete, the foundation on this one wasn't the best. The top track is certainly. And that's where it kind of. Hey, Jason Reynolds! What's up, my guy? Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see here.
Thanks for the super chat, Hoser?
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Hey, Eddie Smallhorn. Good to see you too. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream, guys. Good to have you here, man. It's awesome, man. So yeah, we're taking a look. I wanted to talk. I have a little bit of time this morning. I gotta help friends move, so I'm just having an hour-long stream this morning. See how everyone's doing. Answer any questions anyone might have, and please, yeah, if you have any questions, like fridge rolls right now. Let's see here. What you got to say? Oh. All right, so starting my framing job tomorrow in downtown SD. A little nervous coming in as a fourth stage lather apprentice to a framing job. Been watching your videos to at least know some stuff. Still iffy with the layout. Yeah, layout is so the good news is they're not really going to expect you to do any layout right away, and there's usually guys that will hey, Eddie Smallhorn, my man, thank you so much.
Thanks for the super chat. Hey, Hoser.
I need to get some of my program, my
Thanks
buttons
for the super
back.
chat. Hey, Hoser.
I still have a lot of buttons to program. Thank you so much, Eddie. I appreciate that. Did you get the equipment out of the mud yet? Yeah, we did. We got I got a bunch of photographs. Yeah, I got my first machine. Believe it or not, I've never got a machine stuck in the mud, and this time here, it was just like so close. I'm trying to get around this massive rock, and the lift, it just got sucked. Like it's literally got sucked into this mud pit, and oh my god, it was like probably 4 feet deep, the mud pit. So it was crazy. We had to call this massive tow truck came and pull us out. So. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think it was only $230. Well, plus we missed a half a day trying to, get it out ourselves, and then we had to come back the next morning. And so, anyways, but yeah, only $230 to get it towed out. So that was bad. It wasn't bad. I was expecting a lot more. Sorry, Frigil16. Just back to you about your question. So a lot of crews, like a lot of companies, will have guys that are dedicated to layout. And what I would suggest is to like just really pay attention to the layout as you're laying tracks and framing your walls and stuff like that, and just see how it all comes together. The main thing is getting your studs in the right spots. Okay, always think about the drywall. And as a framer, you always got to think about the drywall and where the drywall is going to go. So like what I mean is make sure your 48s land, like your sheets land properly. Yeah, so like what I'm saying is like if when you're pulling for your centers and stuff like that, you know, adding your 1/2 inch or 5/8 for whatever type of drywall is going on the walls, you know, for your first 16, that helps because you know how it is. Like you want to be able to drywall and then slam pull sheets up as much as you can, right? And if you're framing your walls level, okay, then you don't really, if you know that the walls are level, you don't have to level your sheet either, right? You just put it into the wall, okay? So yeah, you should be all right. The main thing is don't tell them that you can do stuff that you can't. They'll be okay with that. A lot of guys. So when should you and when shouldn't you? It's just you only add it when you know, like, how do I explain this? Okay, so you only add that number is like, say, is to walls that join other walls. Okay, so if you know where whatever wall passes through and this wall connects, okay, so you're gonna end up drywalling through, connecting a floater, right, and then you're gonna come out. So just where your floaters are, okay, wherever your floaters are, you have to count for when the floater gets pushed into the wall, to the drywall that's like on that wall, okay, then now if you pull your 16 from that wall out from steel, it's going to be like, you know, a 1/2 inch or 5/8, depending on the type of drywall, right? Different. So that means you're going to have to start in the wall and cut into the end, right? So if you just add the 1/2 inch or whatever, you don't have to cut into the end, right? You just slam a full sheet and you already know it's level and boom, 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 right? It's about being, you got to think about drywall, and that's why we point our studs hard side out always. Okay, we point our hard side out from where into the direction we pulled our centers from. Because what we're trying to do with our layouts with stud is make the flow of drywall as quick as possible. Okay, so that's why we point our studs as well, so the drywallers know which way to go. Okay, so keep it flowing. Just keep it. So think about drywall and think about it. Keep it flowing, if that makes sense. You know. Yeah, only 230 Canadian is 175 US. Yeah, dude. Hey, man, deep man, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome, man. Welcome. I'm very good, my good man. How are you? Yeah, I know that is incredibly cheap. It was quick, you know. I don't know. Maybe he liked because we helped. You know, we pulled the cable down and everything, and yeah, I thought he gave us a really good deal. I was really happy. Hey, is the music still loud, guys? We haven't. I thought we fixed that. Sorry, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna shut the music off. I'm shutting the music off. Sorry, guys. I thought we'd fix that. Yeah, bummer, dudes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening like that. Because I turned it down on the mixer, and I also turned it down on the laptop. So it should be like in theory, you shouldn't even be able to hear it. Honestly, I'm surprised that you could still even hear the music. So I'll have to figure that out. That's interesting. I wonder if I need to select it. No, because it should automatically. No, there's only. Yeah, weird. Yeah, there's only one audio, so now it's good. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll just cut the music off. We don't need the music. I just want you guys to be able to hear what I'm saying. So, hey, Klein Guy John, thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you guys, man. Good to see you guys. I got my hair cut. I like having the clean cut. I do. I was getting a little scruffy there, you know, and yeah, I needed a change because yeah, I wasn't happy with it. I was just looking really scruffy and you know, yeah. So I got a cut. Hey, Dibs, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. So, Fridge Roll 16, I'm just wondering, did you understand what I was saying about the layout? Because the music was the music too loud? Were you able to hear me? But hey, how's it going, Dibs, man? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. So I'm gonna mute this because I don't need. No, oh yeah, I saw TD was live. I saw that. Yeah. I couldn't jump in though, but yeah, I did see that. No worries, buddy. No worries. You did, Kay. Perfect. Thanks. That's good. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Good. Okay. So, yeah, like. This house was interesting. It was very interesting, and because it was the first one of like the first one of steel, like they were doing, like these guys do houses in wood, right? And because there's so many houses that need to be built now, guys, like builders are gonna have to start using both materials, steel and wood, because just to keep up with the material and like try to help speed up the building the houses, they're bringing down commercial guys out of steel stud like myself to do these houses, right? So I have a deal with a company now that I'm gonna be I'll be like the foreman on the next job, and like right from the paneling, so right from the start. So because I have experience in panel shops, I have experience putting panels in. This is a really different system, and it's a very odd system. To me, it's very odd, and I'm not a big fan of it. But as long as we can identify the panels that need to be built from the shop, there's no soffit on this one. I know there's no soffit. The eaves, actually, you can see why the eaves hooks into the roof, and it's like a fine, like a seam lined type of roof. There's no soffit. It's really crazy. There's soffits like on the peak and the front and the back, right? But it's really crazy. Let's take a look. Let's see if I got something around the here we go. So you can see a bit of a soffit up there, right at the top here. But literally none on the sides. There's none. The eaves trough is like it goes into the roof. Like, it's gonna be wild. They're gonna be starting the roof, I think, this week. So by the time I go back to Calgary at the beginning of June, or like the first or second week in June, the roof should be on. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated on. I want to keep, like, there's two houses in behind this one that we have to do, so I'll be able to see this one getting finished, right? But yeah, you could tell. So this last trip I was down, and I had to fix all these window openings. See these angles? You guys can't see my mouse, can you? Let me see here. Mouse pointer. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see my mouse. Okay. But yeah, you can see these windows here. Okay, we had to fix these. So I had to add a box beam across here, and I had to take all these apart and make them bigger because the windows wouldn't fit, right? So I had to go make adjustments, and these all came in panels. So things like this with the big window, I'm going to suggest that we always build these on site from now on. There was one big one that we did build on site, and it went really fast. Like, if you the one in this big loft area here on the backside, which is exact mirror of this wall, we built it in like an hour and a half. Okay, it took us. We were to fix. 3 windows. We fixed 3 windows. It took us 4 days, buddy. 4 days, because the weird system. I'll show you guys more detail. But it's like they use stud for track, and they dimple it to put the studs in, and it's crazy. Like, to me, crazy overkill. Especially it's all 6-inch, 16 gauge, right, as well. And then they have these crazy box beam type things, and it's really crazy, right? Yeah, I bet. Hey, Dibs. Yeah, that's okay. I can only go for an hour today. I gotta help somebody move today, so I can't stay long. But yeah, man, this is just if anyone has any questions about anything, right? Like, doesn't even matter if it's what we're talking about. This is a good time to ask questions, guys. So. Man, anyway, so yeah, it took us an hour and a half to build this wall, right? So things like that, right? Like this does not have to come in a panel, okay? This is not going to be structural. Look at the size of the openings, right? It's not going to be structural in the end. So you got to make sure if you need structure in this area, I would suggest putting in red iron, okay? But yeah, I would like to see a little more red iron in this house, but. We'll see we'll see, okay? Because this is like a really crazy build, differently unique, right? Hey, Anton, good to see you, buddy. How are you, man? Good to see you, man. But yeah, you can see these trusses. These trusses are insane. Yes, it's my truck. No, I won't help you move. Yeah, I know. It's my so my buddy Shane who passed away. Did I build? No, I didn't build these trusses. No, I didn't. No. These trusses came from from a factory. They built, I think, like they build everything. These guys actually roll the steel to spec. It's crazy, and so they roll their own material, and yeah, it all comes out. Yes, I-beam, yes, Dibs. Red iron or structural steel, yeah. Like I-beams and columns and things like that, yeah. Hey, Bill, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you today? Oh man, yeah. This video. I don't know if you guys seen this or not. This video I put out on Clips. It just, yeah, there, look, the just so many clips we had to use in this place. It was like, man, you need to know how to place and make clips to do these houses, man. Like that we used so many clips in this house. It was wild. The slope, man, holy cow, it was very interesting. It's like framing a big X braces, you know. Okay, so a welded window frame and steel stud. So the rough opening for a 3x4. So hold on, I just have to do the math. 1 second. So 36. So 37, 38, go 38 by, I'm sorry, 1 second. 50, 38 by 50. That's what you'll go. You'll go 38 by 50 with 3/4 plywood on the inside. Okay, so your steel RO will be 38 by 50, and then you put 3/4 inch plywood on the inside. Okay, so that'll give you a 1/4 inch for shimming. Okay, all the way around. Right. Oh, so it's a welded window. So if it's welded, you could go a little tighter, actually. You could go, just come in and just like take a 1/2 inch off of that and go 49.5, 37.5 by 37.5 by 49.5, and it'll be a nice tight fit. As long as you get it tight, right? Like perfectly perfect, right? And then the window will go in, you can you can even eliminate the plywood on that, I bet. But it depends, because you might need the plywood to put blue skin, you know. But if you don't need blue skin, like if you don't need to weatherproof that, say it's an interior welded frame, you can screw, like put the steel tight. okay? Because the welded clips are flush to the casing, okay? So the steel doesn't have to go inside of the frame, okay? I love that roof frame. It would look fantastic in wood, but bet it was a pain in the ass in steel. Yeah, it was. It was a pain in the butt. The guys were having a real hard time of getting it. Because like they were twisting, right? Like they were twisting, and you had to put these plates on, and oh yeah, of course. Oh, Clan Guy John, yes, you bet, buddy. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I hope everything's well down in New York City, my man. Yeah, be good, be safe out there, and yeah, we'll talk to you. I'll see you again soon. I know for sure, big guy. Just be well, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. So Bill, yeah, the steel. That's the biggest thing. Everyone is worried about heat loss and stuff like that with the steel and all. But I don't know. Like, I don't think like you're gonna have that much of an issue because the difference with between steel and wood is. Like wood also holds moisture, okay, which is bad, right? Like moisture is bad, and steel doesn't hold that moisture. But the thing is that steel studs insulated differently than woods, so you have more of a continuous bridge, whereas like wood breaks up like every inch and a half in between bats. Okay, you got no insulation. It's just inch and a half of stud, whereas the steel stud is hollow in the middle, and the insulation goes right through to the other side. So you have a good insulation there. Like the steel is insulated. Like, you know what I mean? Like you only got like whatever thickness of the steel, millimeters thick, right? So I think it's perceived. You just when you think of steel, you think cold, right? Of course, it's cold formed, right? But anyways, and when you think of wood, you think of warmth. Okay, that's just natural human like feeling, right? So I think like I don't have any issues. I would want to build, if I built my house, I would build a lot of it out of steel, as much as I could out of steel. I would use everything. I would use concrete, steel, and wood, right? I would use all of it, okay? Because one day I am going to build my own house from scratch. So. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 That's funny. Yeah. So the old steel sheds, they were like just corrugated cladding all the way around, basically, right? So the way they even do the cladding nowadays is very clever. So they build a full rain screen type system, and where the insulation to the cladding, like they got so right. It starts with the backing. So this house here is Den's glass all the way around. Okay. Den's glass all the way around. So it's going to get membraned as well with blue skin. Okay. So you're going to have, and I think blue skin is 6 mil or 8 mil. Actually, it could be bigger. Anyway, so you're going to have a membrane, which is fantastic. It's going to be the Den's glass is a fantastic product. That's exactly what I would use on my house, if it was framed with wood or steel. If I was doing my own house, I would do it all out of Den's glass. Okay, because it's the best product for wrapping an exterior. So that you got a huge benefit there compared to just having a OSB sheeted house, right? You have a huge advantage having the Dens installed. Okay, these windows are huge. They're very thick. Okay, very very thick, very expensive windows, and it's all getting membraned and wrapped with the blue skin, right? And so that's a huge advantage right there. And so then the walls get insulated, And yeah, they're gonna clad the exterior. I think it's gonna be really nice. I'm gonna pay close attention. I'm gonna follow it as closely as I can. And I want to talk to the guys, like the owners, and I want to like document, you know, the process. So actually, believe it or not, Bill, I know, like, nowadays they're putting Densglass on houses that are like on the sides, right, that are close together, and I don't think it's code, because like I am looking at the other houses being built in the area, and not all of them not all of them are using Densglass, right? And these are all like $1 million houses. This area is a very expensive area to live in, right? These houses are very expensive, and yeah, like I see the OSB, right? So and now with the cost of wood too, I wonder what the cost of wood is compared to Densglass. I wonder, but I just love the Densglass. It's far superior than, you know, like it's got a really high fire rating. It's got, you know, it's moisture resistant, and it's like, yeah, it's a really good product. It's a pain in the butt to install because it's Densglass. It's like insulation drywall, right? Like it's just, yeah, it's yucky stuff to work with, but it is easy money though. It's really easy money. It's definitely easier to install than the wood because it's just easier to cut. Worked in warehousing, all steel, cooking in the summer and freezing in the winter. Yeah, dude. So where, like, now too, like, it depends on what system they use. Okay, so you're probably working in an old school pre-eng style without any like blanket insulation or something, right? I'm sure there's no blanket insulation. You got red iron and you got Z-bar, and your cladding is attached right to it, and there's no insulation, right? Except for the roof, probably. There's probably like the roof blankets to insulate the roof a bit, right? Maybe, but. Hey, good morning, my man. How's it going, buddy? How's John doing today? Good to see you, buddy. Very good, man. Yeah, I'm just doing a 1 hour stream this morning, just to kind of talk about my experience with doing this house. It was interesting. It was interesting. Man, oh man, yeah. Then it's moving time. I'm gonna help my buddies move there, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, love moving day, right? But so how the siding gets attached is they'll run. So depending on what finishes it's going to be, you can attach basically directly to the Densglass, to the steel. Or a better system would be to run like a Z-bar, okay, a Z-bar, or some sort of track, okay, for picking up your paneling, okay. So if you're running like a horizontal panel, then you want to go vertical with your bar, okay. But if you're going vertical with your paneling, you can go straight to the steel stud. Okay, or you're gonna have to go, or you have to do 2 rows of Z-bar. Okay, because you do want to have some sort of like gap. Okay, like air gap. You want to have an inch in there somewhere, I think, between the cladding and the finish, okay, or like the wall, right? Just to give it that proper rain screen property, you know, the spec. So you can also insulate. If you put Z-bar, you can also put insulation in between those layers of Z-bar as well. So you can go, like I was saying, one layer of insulation on your horizontal panels, right? And you go up to 2 layers on your vertical. Okay, so sometimes you use thicker like you just got to know the cladding system. You know what I mean? Like whether it's vertical, horizontal, this and that, and insulated, outsulated type thing. Because some walls are insulated, and then there's none on the outside, right? But yeah, like there's like hat channels like you can run, or there's Z bar you can run, and that'll pick up your cladding. So. But yeah, and then there's like Hardy board and all that stuff has its own track type system that you install. And like I was saying, if you go, depending on which way you go, you know how many layers of track you need to add, right? So like on like I say, blah blah blah, horizontal, if you know is 2 layers, and vertical is 1 layer or of bar. Okay. Does that make sense? And the roof is going to be shingled too, actually, which is, I was like, man, they should just went metal all the way, like metal roof, metal cladding, everything. Just go metal and full metal jacket, you know? That's kind of what I would do, but you know, $3 million house, right? Like that's like you're gonna go all out. Let's go all out. But so yeah, so like things like these window walls here, they came in panels, and the panels were not built right. Like and the only reason why the panels weren't built right is because you can't really build a panel like with like there's no meat to it, right? It's all it's gonna do is just twist and be a real pain in the butt, right? And so yeah, my proposition is, well, this stuff we can totally site frame all of this, because we had to fix all, like the only windows we didn't have to fix were the ones we framed on site. You know what I mean? So that should tell you right there. If I go, I got so much footage from this house, guys. Oh my goodness, avoid tube at some point, because the like if you're framing with small studs, right, like headers or like whatever, or sill pieces or whatever, I always try to avoid cutting too close to the cutouts, but technically it's not like the end of the world. It's just a little bit of a hole, right? I try to make sure there is some sort of hole in them, just for like the electricians to get their cabling through. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it should be 12-inch minimum from the bottom of top track to stud holes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's true. I always try to think about that and avoid it, like if you can, right? But if you absolutely can't avoid it, because you're always drawing your tape from the bottom of the stud up for full studs, right? And sometimes what we do is on headers, right? We match the holes, like we'll measure down from the first cutout to the top of the header, and we'll cut our studs so that all the knockouts line up for channel, right? So channel goes through. And that's actually something I'll be talking about in one of the videos I made on this house as well. Yeah, so the next video I have coming out is the basement. I'm starting with the basement here, talking about the frost walls and like how to wrap the basement properly so you have a good seal and all that. So yeah, that's my next video. It's going to be on the basement and frost walls, and there's some tricks that I'm showing you guys, like how to work by yourself, and hang track, so there's some little tricks that I'll be teaching you guys along the way. I got literally like 11 videos to put out on just the interior framing on this house, right? I was able to get like 10-11 videos worth of footage, so it's pretty crazy cool. So but yeah, so to the next house we do, I want to make sure we get in and make sure the bottom plate's perfectly square, and we got it leveled. And so, to do the exterior and the interior, it should all be done in a month. Okay, and these guys were in there for 5.5 months. and it's taken a long time to finish this one because we're fixing so much stuff, okay? Because there's a lot of mistakes made by everybody involved, really, and because it was the first one of its kind, so there's a lot of tweaking to do, you know, a lot of things that we can do better for the next one, right? It's gonna go good. The next one should go perfect. I'm gonna be in there right from the start to finish, so I'll be able to QC everything, you know, before it goes in. Like there's panels put in backwards and in the wrong places, and like it's just I'll be there to QC everything before it goes on the house. We'll make sure it's perfect. Like we got the plates squared and level, and then as we do our first floor, okay, we're keeping it square as we go up. So by the time we get to the top, right, the top floor, the walls, we're always checking them to make sure the trusses, everything land perfectly, because that was a nightmare for these guys putting those trusses in. I could tell how much they fought, like, man, and like these insert panels like that, because I had to take them all apart. I could tell how much they had to fight and get everything in. So we're gonna improve. We're making a lot of improvements to the next one. So plus my buddy too. He's a cladding guy mainly, right? Like he does pre-eng buildings and things like that. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to come on with him and help him out. So I'll be a foreman for him. And help them out, get these jobs kind of started and going, and train a crew to be in Calgary and get a crew going here in Edmonton. And then I want to step back and just, you know, be like, I'm gonna help do things like training and consulting and things like that. But I'll be taking. I just want to get a couple good crews trained up, and then I'll be stepping back. So, guys, this is kind of exciting, you know. Okay, so I sort of have an idea. How do you do basements? But an idea has nothing to do with reality. I sort of have I sort of have an idea of how to do basements, but an idea, yeah, right, Dibs? Oh man, that's hilarious. I love it. I get that. It'll be fun. I got some good footage. It was a big basement. So I understand placing studs there should always be. Oh yeah, I got that one. Okay, good stuff. How was the siding? Okay, I didn't miss any questions, right? And yeah, John can't stay long. No problem, man. No problem. Dibs, if you can afford a house like that, you can definitely afford it to heat it. Yeah. Right on, buddy. Right on. My next door neighbor needed someone looking over QC. The builder put the door in backwards and the weather seal was inside. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Could you imagine, guys? Yeah, so what if lightning strikes, eh? That's actually a pretty good question, Bill. I wonder, so I would, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I don't think like it's gonna, I don't know. I've never really thought about that, actually. I would maybe assume it's grounded. And I wonder if they even thought about that themselves, because when we do a commercial building, the building is grounded, right? We just bury a cable and ground it. So I'm wondering if they did that on this house. I never asked. I never really don't really think about that, right? Because it's automatically done. It's already done in commercial buildings, right? So I would just, that's what I would do. I would think about grounding it, right? But that would be crazy. It wouldn't probably be good, especially if it was like I don't think it's. I wonder if I don't know what would happen. I'm curious now. You got my curiosity peaking. I wonder. Yeah, you think there's a copper grounding bar. I think so. I would think so. I'm sure they thought of that, right? Like, I didn't see it, but it would have been buried by it would have been buried by then. But yeah, usually it's attached somewhere, and it goes like straight through the building and from the roof to the ground. I think, if I remember correctly. Does it? I can't remember now. Does the grounding go? Like there's a rod, it attaches to like a rod on the roof or something, and then it goes through the building, like, down into the ground. And I thought, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But I got the kids knocking at the door again. Oh my goodness. So when drywalling a wall, should I start from the bottom or top? Okay, so it kind of depends. It kind of depends. So, if you're doing a steel stud house, or sorry, if you're doing steel stud in a commercial situation, okay, you're gonna be doing stand ups. Okay, so you're always gonna stand up your sheets, and then you're gonna do your tops. Okay, so you always start at the bottom when you're doing like a big demising wall or all the walls without ceilings and stuff like that. You stand up. Okay, and wherever there's a ceiling, okay, you always do your ceilings first, okay, and then what we do is if it's like a residential, or on wood, okay, we lay down our sheets, lay them down. So in that case, what we do is we drywall the ceiling first, and then we push the first sheet up into the ceiling, okay. And then the bottom sheet, we use lifters like this, right? Lifters, and lift the bottom sheet up to the top sheet. So that's one situation. And then the other situation is if you need to do like fire rating, like fire skirting, okay? So a lot of jobs you have to go and you do fire skirting first, okay? And you drywall strips around the top of like a corridor or something like that. And then after that, you're simply standing up your sheets and lifting them again, but into the fire skirting, okay? Yes, I do have a specific nailing pattern for sheet. I do, yes. So when I'm screwing off my sheets, I always, if you can picture like the sheet, okay, I have on the bottom track, okay, I go 1 inch in from where the bevel, right? 1 inch in from where the bevel ends. So that's like the bevel, say 2.5 inches. So I come in 3.5 inches from the edge of the sheet, okay, on both sides at the bottom, okay, and I put my screw, and then on the where the studs are in the middle, okay, I come in 1 inch from the studs, okay, on either side in the middle. So I put 4 screws in the bottom track always, and then I come 1 foot up, and every foot after that, basically. That's how I do it. I come 1 foot up from the bottom of the sheet, and every foot. And in the field, okay, in the field studs, I use what I do is I go knee, waist, chest, reach, okay? So I go knee, so my first screw is at knee level, okay? Never put a screw in the field below knee level, okay? Because the taper is going to have to bend over to fill it, so don't do that. Okay, the taper should be able to hit all the field screws, all the screws that he needs, or she needs standing up. Okay, with a little bend over. And then if the sheet's like a 12-foot sheet, then you can figure out the distance. Okay, because the distance will be even. Okay, you can figure out what distance to go. But yeah, knee, waist, chest, reach. Okay, so when I reach, it's like literally up and square in. Okay, up and square it in, right? Chest, waist, knee. So yeah, and then always, like if it's a door, okay, like a door or anything with a hook, okay, same thing. Always come 1 inch an inch down, an inch over. Do not ever put a screw right at the corners, okay? Electrical boxes, another thing. If there's an electrical box, you got to be a foot above it, okay, or below it. Do not put a screw in the field, that is, anywhere a foot radius of the boxes, okay? Do not put screws in close to boxes. And what else? Oh yeah, and bevels too. Yeah, you want to check your drywall layouts. Make sure do the best you can to avoid having sheets bevels land where there's a box. Okay, you want boxes to be in the sheet somewhere. That's the best practice. Okay, it's not always possible, but definitely you want to be concerned and check that out. So hopefully that helps you out. Does the house is built like a Faraday cage? The electricity would take the path of least resistance around the cage. Yeah. It would be. I think it would be freaking terrifying. Like, it'd be pretty scary to have lightning hit your steel stud house. I don't know. I'm gonna do some research on that and check it out. Let's see. Let's actually see if there's anything like on that. Let's Google it and see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so actually this is a good point. So what happens when lightning strikes a steel building? If lightning harms steel structures, then driving through a thunderstorm in a car would be a very unpopular idea. So that's a good thing. That's kind of a a good comparison, almost, like, or something to think about, right? We drive cars; they're made out of steel, right? Well, let's see here. But that's funny. So this is where the lightning comes from, and the object can be anything: cars, trees, and even steel buildings. When storm clouds become negatively charged enough, the electrons jump off and hit the closest positively charged object on the ground. There are a lot of myths surrounding the safety of lightning strikes and steel buildings, so our experts at Metal Warehouse Inc. have decided to bust a few of them and show you the truth about how steel structures are actually the well protected against lightning. Currents, not volts, so 100 million volt from one lightning strike sounds impressively dangerous. Volts are merely a measure of electric potential energy. It's when this potential flows that it becomes deadly. This flow is known as current, and it's the reason why lightning strikes can be extremely unsafe. If lightning harms steel structures, then driving, we got that one. The truth is, the frame of pre-engineered steel buildings act as a shield that transfers most of the energy of lightning strike down to the ground, leaving the objects and people inside them virtually unaffected. This phenomenon is known as Faraday shielding. The building itself becomes a Faraday cage that equally distributes the charges throughout its surface and keeps you well protected. So interesting. Yeah, cars have rubber. Your car is a Faraday cage. Oh, yeah. There you go. So it's the same idea. Yeah, surge protection in the electrical panel for sure. Yeah. So car types are full of steel. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, I get it. So yeah, Faraday cage type thing. That's kind of what I was thinking. It seems terrifying, but yeah, man, oh man, it acts as it arcs to the ground. Yeah, yeah. So I'm sure there is a ground for sure. Yeah, but I gotta get going. I gotta get wrapped up. I gotta get this truck back hopefully before 1 o'clock. So. Yeah, I went and rented them a truck yesterday, and so they should have the first load loaded by now. So I'll go and we'll drive over and unload it, come back, get the last load, drop it off, and then yeah, come back and have a nap. I need a nap so bad. But I want to thank you guys for coming today. I will. Every Sunday morning, okay, this is Sunday morning show is back. Like I said, I'll try to get another live stream in. I'm doing a really crazy job this week, and doing like a warehouse. Be putting the trusses and everything on this big warehouse. It's gonna be crazy. It's like 30 feet high. And yeah, it's gonna be great. So something I don't normally do, and so I'm a little excited for something new, which is cool. But yeah, I'll be taking pictures and posting on the community tab as usual, and keeping you guys updated. But you guys have a fantastic day yourselves. So thankful for you guys coming and sharing your time with me. And yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything like that, you can leave a comment as well, and I'll definitely get back to you. But Anton, thanks to you as well, Dibs and Bill, everybody. Let's see here. Yeah, Frigil 16, man, good stuff, and good luck tomorrow. I'm sure you'll be fine. Like I was saying, just yeah, never, don't tell them that you can do something that you can't. And I'm sure if you just tell them like, I need to brush up on it because I'm really rusty at it. Can you put me with someone to help me? I'm sure they will. We all want to get better. We all want to help our guys get better. So they can be better producers. So yeah, just be honest and work hard. Just be a hard worker. That's all that matters. And you'll be fine. And let's see here. Oh yeah, John's in, and Klein Guy John, Mandeep, Jason Reynolds, Eddie Smallhorn. Thank you guys for the super chats again. Super nice of you. Appreciate you guys. And Joshua Contractor. And let's see here. I think there is somebody else. Buddy, yeah. Rip Coneman, Ant, respect. Yeah, man, you can see Team Smoke, guys. Team Smoke in the house. Ant, Team Smoke. Yeah, baby. I miss him a lot. I really miss him. And yeah, it was a really tragic accident, and yeah, I missed the bugger. I miss him a lot. But let's actually end on a Koneman sound. This is the Koneman
Hail to the king,
sound,
baby.
You know, like that's his sound effect. Love is
Hail
love, baby.
to the king, baby.
And yeah, you like the studio, eh? It's finally complete, and appreciate that. Ant. But yeah, we got a lot more space to work on, and over here I got a green screen set up for certain things, some thumbnails and that, and we got space over here. Everything's on wheels, so I can move it out of the way. And yeah, dude, love is love. I'm sorry I have to go. I have to go help a friend move. But yeah, otherwise I would stick around longer because Ant's here, man. But I was saying appreciate you for being a member as well. And dude, yeah, anything I do actually, I gotta send you an email. We gotta talk an email. Yeah, for sure. I gotta get a care package out. So yeah, dude, you bet. Have a fun day, everybody, and be safe out there. I'm not gonna run the credits. I'm just gonna end the stream. But we'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye for now.